Yo, what's up, sleepers? It's your boy, Eddbedhead. And I'm here with...
I'm Aleksey.
So. I'm Jesus. You can just refer to me as Chewy, too.
And this is our podcast, The Sleeping Cinema, where we'll talk about movies and any other content.
We never agreed to that name.
I like it, okay? I genuinely...
It works with my channel.
No, I genuinely like it.
Because it's going on my channel, so I'm just gonna...
Your channel.
Alright, let's see. So, there will be timestamps in the description because we're going to have a spoiler-free review and a spoiler-filled review. So, if you want to check those out, you can check that out in the description to skip ahead. And now that we got the rules out of the way, let's grab our favorite concessions and buy our tickets for the movie. So, how's your guys' week been?
Oh, well, tomorrow I'm going to Washington. And
wow.
I'll also be stopping by at Cali.
Oh, wow.
And hopefully I could run into, I don't know, some cool people. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll run into ScarJo. Who knows?
That'd be dope. Be like, yo, I saw your movie.
That was pretty good. That was pretty alright. I liked your sister better. But,
Oh, dang.
Any new updates in life, Aleksey?
Well,
You got anything going on?
well, as you guys already know, I recently got a house. That's quite stressful, actually.
Oh, yeah. We're in it right now.
Yeah, actually, this is my house right here, so it's very stressful. I may not show it much, but it's stressing.
Doof. Yeah.
Because it's a lot of money, and
yeah, and he lives all by himself.
yeah, I got to learn the budget now, so that's...
It's got to be rough.
It's rough, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen a person, like, be so in love with their cat.
Hey, that's my cat, bro.
Even when people are around,
That's his best
like
friend.
I came here like half an hour ago, and he was basically making out with his cat.
Hey, I like to hug my cat.
He called her sexy once.
That's because she's a sexy beast.
Alright, all that. So, I bought the Frenemies merch. That's what's been going on with my life lately.
Yeah, I also bought Frenemies merch.
I sold out now.
I don't know what you're
I bought the
It's
whole
a YouTube phenomenon. It's another podcast.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Really big podcast.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking
and
about.
I mean they're dead now.
Yeah,
so
it's
it
over now. You don't have to catch up on them anymore.
Okay, good. Because I'm not gonna.
I do hope they don't restock because I want it to be
Limited.
Oh,
Yeah, I
so
don't
you
think
can
they
sell
will.
it for a higher price.
No, I'm gonna keep it.
Just so we can flex it.
Oh, okay.
I got the whole fit basically. Though
Oh,
I
shit.
kind of regret buying the pullover one because I kind of wanted the zipper one.
Yeah.
Because I saw Ela rocking it.
Yeah,
and I
they
was
were
like-
both wearing it in the stream.
and
Yeah, it
I
looks
saw
nice.
Ela and she looked way better with the.
I always mess up my zippers. That's why I didn't get the zipper one. Because, like, it comes off the little track, and then I can't put it back on.
That is true.
Alright. And that's all I have for the updates that have happened with me. Alright, so now let's take our seats and let's get into these trailers. So, any new movies, TV show, video games you guys are looking forward to?
It's not been announced yet, but I know that Fast and Furious is supposed to be a saga, so it's going to be 10 movies in there. I've just seen 9.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually looking forward to 10, even though all the memes are making the movies.
The memes have
I'm so tired. I'm so tired of them. I was done with them after the first 3 days.
TikTok, Reddit, Twitter, they're everywhere,
Well,
man.
like, even after all the memes, and basically it's making the movie seem like, oh my god, just end it. But after you watch the movie and you see the end credit scene, you're gonna be looking forward to the 10th movie because you want to know what's gonna happen next after you see that scene.
I thought you were gonna say you'd understand the meme.
You're
Like, I don't think you need to see the
You don't need to see the movies to understand the memes. You need to see the movies to understand the end credit.
You only need to see the first one.
Yeah, only need to see the first movie.
They keep getting more and more outrageous. I heard the next one's gonna be with Jurassic Park. I don't know if that's real.
No.
I heard there's a spaceship in this new one.
Oh yeah.
Isn't there?
I guess that's a little bit of a spoiler.
No, it was in the trailer, wasn't it?
The car that goes into space.
Oh,
It was in a trailer, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
let's not go far into it, but yeah, they did go over the top in the 9th movie. It was
They
crazy.
just keep getting crazier and crazier.
They really do. Like, what's next? They're gonna fly into the sun. I mean, now that you mention it, after seeing number 9, Them doing a crossover with Jurassic World wouldn't surprise me anymore.
Wouldn't be that mind-blowing, yeah.
It would not surprise me anymore. But yeah, Chris Pratt did mention that he wouldn't mind doing a crossover with Fast and Furious and Jurassic World. So that was a thing.
Oh my god.
Another thing I'm actually looking forward to is Sing 2.
Oh, yep. Have you seen the trailer for Sing 2?
No, I haven't seen the trailer for
Alright,
Sing 2.
let's watch the trailer.
I said earlier that I don't know why they're making a second one.
Because it's going to be a trilogy, I guarantee.
So, we're going to begin
Why
this
do
trailer.
they need a
Oops, I
trilogy?
skipped all the way towards the end.
Because
Alright.
it's a cash grab at this point.
Alright, so I'm going to start that trailer. Hopefully put it in the video for you guys. Live reaction.
I hate it already.
I don't want to turn it up too loud so that I can put it in the video.
No.
It's a slug.
Oh
my goodness.
Is that guy like supposed to be Simon?
Oh, I think so, yeah, like from American Idol.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the whole plot of this movie is finding this famous singer who's retired.
Yeah.
But why?
But the wolf seems very desperate to get it, so I wonder why that is.
Mm-hmm. And I think the reason why is because this is their way towards stardom.
I think Odd Taxi ruined these types of like animal hybrid stuff for me. Because Odd Taxi was just so good compared to this.
You know, I have a theory about
like,
this
why are
movie.
they animals? Why? I mean, I don't know.
Is this
They're not badly done.
is this DreamWorks?
But, like-
I think so, yeah.
Essentially, Illumination. Okay, because here's my theory about these movies: Kung Fu Panda and this—they're all in the same universe. Kung Fu Panda is just like 1,000 years in the past, though.
In the past, since they don't have the technology that's in these movies.
Yeah, pretty much. I still hate the koala.
The koala sucks.
That's even weirder.
What?
To just start singing
Yeah, no.
in the little restaurant.
You're not wrong.
Well, she's the other one who seems to think so. Oh my gosh, I forgot this piggy lady had like 1,000 kids.
I think she got like 23.
I literally can't tell what is going on.
It's a little.
What does this have to do with singing?
I think at this point it's more about
Is it?
American Idol.
How is this American Idol?
I think they're
this
working
is.
on their own shows, and the koala's trying to help them, maybe?
That might be the case, yeah.
It upsets me how good this movie looks visually.
You
why
think it
why
looked
they
good?
put so much money
Really
into it?
well animated, yeah. I'm enjoying the animation quality, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big
But I'm
step
sure
up.
that they'll be like cutting corners by like not implementing tons of movement.
Yeah, maybe. I
You
mean,
just
it is
write-
mostly singing, so I guess if they just keep them with their mouth flapping.
I actually am excited to see her sing because I enjoyed her singing.
I enjoy
in
the
first movie.
soundtrack for the first movie,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's good.
It's called Sing, and they do a good job at singing, so.
So hopefully there's more singing than what's going on right now.
Yeah.
I never liked the elephant.
Why not? What's wrong?
The other thing that
I
bothers
don't
me
like
is,
her voice.
is just that they have so many characters. Like, how
Oh,
are
yeah,
they?
have a big cast.
How are they gonna like give everyone enough screen time to actually justify them being on screen?
Well, they did it with Endgame and Avengers.
Yeah, but they had like multi-movie deals.
Yeah, the whole cinematic.
Maybe
Nah,
not
I don't-
cinematic universe for these movies.
Yeah, I don't want to see a movie about
The cinematic universe for Sing.
Yeah, no.
In real 3D. So, any thoughts?
That was Sing.
I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
see it in theaters probably, but I
Yeah.
will watch it when it comes out, like on DVD or if it comes out on
I agree.
HBO or something.
If it comes out on free for streaming, then I'll watch it.
yeah.
I'll continue to ignore this series.
You guys have seen
It's not
the
my cup of tea.
trailer for Shang-Chi?
Oh, when it first came out, but I don't remember anything about
I
it.
have no idea what this movie.
Shang-Chi, bro.
It's
I don't know
Marvel
who that
character.
is.
Neither did I until this came out. And then I did a little bit of background, but I still don't know anything.
I don't even know what the 10 rings are.
These are the 10 rings. They seem to be some mystical.
Aleksey said that he is the son of the 10
Yeah,
rings.
isn't he like the son of the leader of 10 Rings or something like that?
But the leader of the 10. I thought you meant like the rings gave birth to it.
They created.
No. He was born to the leader of 10 Rings. I could be horribly wrong with that, so don't quote me on that.
I mean,
I believe they just mentioned
really
it.
good.
I believe they just mentioned like a couple seconds ago.
Wow.
Him being born to them.
Like, I'm sure it'll be good, but
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
a Marvel movie.
the trailer so far isn't giving me anything that's like
Unique about it.
not unique, but it's not grabbing me.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I just wonder what he's gonna play in later on, because obviously this is part of Phase 4. So
yeah, wonder how he's gonna play into the.
Oh, he
rest of
wears
the,
the rings as his power.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess they.
Oh, she's airbending.
Maybe they just increase his power.
Do you guys know anything about this series?
No.
No, I actually do not. I've never read the comics for Shang-Chi.
To be fair, my cinematic universe knowledge came from Instagram.
Instagram posts.
Yeah, just Instagram posts. So like, I follow like Marvel comics, and then people just post like tidbits of knowledge about certain characters every now and then. I just like soak that up.
This is giving me way more Mortal Kombat vibes than
I don't blame you. Yeah.
vibes.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Those are the rings being utilized. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And the logo reminds me of I forget the name of the cartoon show, but I think it was
The Spider-Man one?
No, it was like a cartoon show with this like little
Beyblade?
No, never mind. I'll just stop myself before I embarrass myself.
Don't hurt yourself.
I would look it up.
So
but that's
thoughts on that trailer?
I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited because I want to know how he's going to play into it, and I want to know what the end credit is going to be.
I agree.
But that doesn't seem like...
Well, because that's going to play into the next movie now.
That doesn't seem like you're very interested into this character.
No, the character's...
I'm not aware of this character,
I'm not
so I'm curious to see what's going to happen with this movie. Because I've never even heard of this character.
Yeah, I'm not aware of him. I only heard of him when this trailer first came out. Like, oh, cool. Okay, it's a Marvel movie, so I gotta watch it anyways.
What about Halloween Kills? You guys seen
I haven't seen the first one.
Really?
I saw the first one.
This is the sequel to the newest
but
one.
I haven't seen
that
either.
either.
Oh, okay. We'll skip over this.
Because usually Halloween is so inconsistent that I don't even bother.
Yeah, they
watching
basically redid the whole series with the last one.
I heard it was maybe good.
Didn't they
Was
release
it
the
good?
series
I
like
liked
3
it.
times in the last 10 years?
I think so. And the last trailer I have for you guys is Hotel Transylvania 4.
I
We didn't even watch the trailer for Halloween.
But because we...
Oh, we're skipping over it because you guys didn't watch the first
okay,
one.
that's fine.
But I've seen all 3 of the Hotel Transylvania movies, so...
Yeah, I've seen all of them as well. So let's
I
check
think I
this
saw
one.
this trailer.
You know, the third one didn't really...
Yeah, the third one was kind of...
It was weird
Rough
since it
around the
was,
edges.
Yeah.
since it was a vacation focus movie.
Normally, these Transylvania movies are like really entertaining, even if there's not much of a plot to it. Just all the jokes and the animation of it.
Yeah.
Isn't this the trailer where the invisible guy gets a body?
Well, I don't know.
Where his
Yeah,
body gets
they
shown?
show him and
In
a bunch
the
of people
picture.
who used to simp for him.
Yeah, I saw that.
They started freaking out because they didn't like how he looked.
I thought it was just
I do like the mystery of him being invisible. Like, I don't
He's
know.
still alive?
He's still around?
I thought he died in the last movie.
I guess not.
No, he didn't die,
He didn't?
but I didn't think he'd be back.
Right, why would he be helping the monsters now?
Oh.
Guess.
Maybe he's not. Oh, it's because he... Oh, wait.
What the fuck?
Oh, maybe he's trying to turn him into a monster.
Huh. Doesn't, what the fuck is his name? Andy Samberg play, the main guy character?
Oh,
What is his name?
Adam Sandler?
No, no.
He plays Dracula.
Andy Samberg. For Mavis's husband, I forget his name.
Oh, Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually don't know.
So basically, Van Helsing is still back, and he's still trying to cause trouble.
He made Dracula old.
Well, he
took
just turned him
Dracula's powers
human.
Oh. Shouldn't he be dead then? Because he's like thousands of years old.
Maybe that's not how it works. Maybe like his body's like at a certain age.
Oh,
And
so the plot is they're all turning human.
I always
Yeah.
like that with these movies they actually make it look very animated compared
Yeah.
to some
There he is. There's
compared to some animated movies like Sing, where they make the animation too. I don't know. They keep it too realistic in terms of like movements and stuff.
Yeah, this one's got more of that goofy
that squash and
cartoony.
stretch.
Yeah, yep, that's what I like. The rubber hose type of animation. Kitty. All right, so now let's get into our thoughts going into the movie for Black Widow. So, what were your guys' thoughts before starting this movie?
I'll let you go first.
Well, I have no expectations.
You just blank slate going into the movie.
Yeah, I completely forgot the movie was even coming out. Yeah, I haven't even seen a trailer for it when they were
really?
like advertising it.
Well, there was a really long delay for it because of the pandemic last year.
Yeah, so I wasn't really expecting much. I was expecting, at least something decent since it's, MCU.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it'd be more focused on like her younger years as a
Oh, more like
a
an
17-year-old, not go back
Like
from
an
the
origin story?
Yeah, I thought it'd be an origin story instead of her skipping time to Last Avengers 2.
Yeah, right after Civil War.
And I don't know if I'd rather want that prequel than what we got.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed what we got, though.
Yeah.
My thoughts before going into the movie, well, they weren't very high. My expectations
really?
were not very high for this. It's probably because I was spoiled from previous Avengers and superhero movies because we get to see a lot of...
Yeah, we're back. It's like technical error.
All right. So, yeah, my expectations were not very high going into this movie. Avengers and all the other movies in the cinematic universe really spoiled me, getting to see all these cool action scenes. Don't get me wrong, the action scenes in this movie, they were good, but they weren't what I was used to seeing, so I wasn't super hyped up about seeing it.
As big as...
Although...
I liked it better.
I'll go into it deeper once we get to that part, but
yeah.
I will talk more about what I really did like, because there were some action scenes that just blew me away.
All right. And as for me, I was actually very excited to watch this movie because it's been a long time coming. I know me and our friend Scott, we've been talking for years about wanting to see a Black Widow movie.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
ever since the first Avengers movie, because she's a really cool character. At the time, we didn't know much about her. I mean, we would read a little bit of comics, but we didn't really know much about her. And so we wanted to see her kind of have her own movie. And yeah, it has been years because we were talking about it since high school, and we've been out of high school for
4 years.
Yeah, 4 years. So it's been a while.
Now, had the movie come out around that time, before all these higher end Marvel movies came out, the movie would...
And we're back.
I'll try to edit it around. Let's see what happens.
You should keep this technical difficulties part in it, just to let them know what was going on through this.
All right.
Let us pitch it back in.
Yeah, let's go into the spoiler-free review. All right. So, spoiler-free review. So, Black Widow was released July 9th of 2021, starring Scarlett Johansson as she returns to her role as the Black Widow. Directed by Kate Shortland, and it is rated PG-13. So that's right. You kiddies can't go unless you're 13 or older.
That's never stopped.
You need your parents.
You need your parents' permission to log.
No, they have to be with you.
Oh, parents' permission. Parents' permission to log online. Excuse me.
What?
All right. Plot summary from IMDb. So this is the plot summary from the movie. In Marvel Studios' action-packed spy thriller, Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff, a.k.a. Black Widow, confronts the darker parts of her ledger when a dangerous conspiracy with ties to her past arises. Pursued by a force that will stop at nothing to bring her down, Natasha must deal with her history as a spy and the broken relationship left in her wake long before she became an Avenger.
Can I say something about that? That was the first time I actually heard the summary. I didn't even read the summary at all, so that probably would have been helpful to know before I watched the movie.
I mean,
because then I feel like I wouldn't have felt like I didn't know what was going on in certain parts.
So, what were you guys' overall thoughts on the movie?
it was good.
It was good.
I really liked it. I talked to Aleksey earlier, and I told him that I liked that it was more down to earth, where there wasn't tons of crazy powers.
Yeah,
it was kind of like a, like a more like a spy thriller, not a thriller, but
spy action.
Yeah, spy action movie.
Yeah.
I like the cast a lot. I feel that the family didn't get as much screen time as I would have liked. Especially the what is his name? The Red Defender?
Oh, the Red Guardian?
Yeah, the Red Guardian.
Something like
that, yeah, he didn't get as much screen time as I would have liked.
It's not as much as the trailer would like you to think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The family dynamic, it was alright. I mean, there wasn't tons of stuff to show that they cooperate well after a certain point. So they kind of like rushed some bits when it came to that. But I mean, it makes sense in the context of the movie and reasonings for why they're like that in the movie.
Yeah. What about you? What do you think?
Honestly, for a standalone movie, it's good. I would definitely go out and watch it. I would have paid the money I did to see it. I still got to pay Javier back for that. Yeah, because I just got out of work when I went to see it. But anyways, I would definitely pay the money to go see it. I think you should see it in theaters because it's like we said, it's the first Marvel movie in a very long time that came out in theaters. So definitely worth it for that just alone.
I was gonna get it on Disney Plus, but that seemed terrible.
Yes, no.
You have to buy it, and you can't rent it.
The movie's good, but it's not Disney Plus $30.
$30. Yeah,
it's not $30.
Is a steep price.
Disney Plus, sponsor me if you want.
They're not gonna want to sponsor us after that. I thought it was a great movie. It's a must-watch for, even non-Marvel fans because, like Jesus was saying, if you're just getting into it and you're not really into, all the superpower stuff, this is definitely a good starting point. And it's probably one of the best Marvel solo movies I've seen in a while because I think the last one I enjoyed as much was the Thor Ragnarok one because I didn't really have as much fun on Ant-Man and the Wasp. And, some of the other movies like Iron Man 3 or Captain America weren't as fun to me in terms of just entertainment.
For me, I wouldn't say it's one of the best. I rewatched Iron Man 1 recently, and that still holds up really well. That's true. And I don't know, I agree with you that Ant-Man wasn't super great compared to this, but sorry. Aleksey just
he got a frappe.
I think Spider-Man. No,
yeah.
You know what? I don't know. It's really good for what it is and the time frame it came out in. I mean, there isn't much coming out in terms of Marvel movies.
I was gonna ask you guys, what do you rate it out of 10?
Well,
an 8.
Before that, I want to talk about what Q's talking about.
It's an 8.
If it's one of the better solo films out there, I would agree with you. Yes, mainly for one reason. lately, when Marvel sends out a solo film, it's the supervillain and superhero are literal opposites of each other. Like in Iron Man, the original one, the reason that one's fine is because that was the first. It's what started off.
Yeah.
The entire Marvel universe, so it's okay for that movie.
The origin plot wasn't overused in that one.
Yeah, but nowadays, if we get a solo superhero movie, it's an overused plot. The superhero gets their powers, and the supervillain is the exact opposite of that. So
it's kind of annoying.
That's what's good here. I mean, in a way, it's the same, but it's, I don't know how to explain it very well.
It does it in a better way.
Yes, it's not,
because the character's already established. So
yeah, I mean, like earlier, I said that I expected it to be an origin story, but yeah, I mean, I can see why it's better that the way that it came out, since she is established. And I mean, we did see a glimpse into her past and like her family and her upbringing and stuff. I mean, I guess there isn't that much that you need to know about Black Widow. I mean,
other than she's a spy.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. That's all you need to know coming into this movie, really.
I mean, she's like her classification or her like assassin abilities aren't anything special, since you know they're mass produced with all these Black Widows. So.
Yeah. Although her superhero landings are on point all the time.
Her what?
Superhero landings.
Oh,
always on point.
Yeah.
So my rating for it would be, I give it an 8.
An 8? And you also agree at 8?
No.
I don't know if it's just because I haven't seen a Marvel movie in a while, but I gave it a 9 out of 10.
Aleksey just copied me.
No, I completely forgot
I said
what
8 first.
Actually.
You didn't say it first. You said it when I first asked it. Alright, so let's compare this to the online ratings. So Metascore, so this is the critics. Metascore gave it a 68 out of 100.
That sounds like a really rough rating.
I mean, it came out, what's today, the 10th?
Yeah, it came out.
It came out yesterday.
Yeah, these scores are fresh from the time of recording. So, and then Rotten Tomatoes, critics gave it an 80%.
So 8 out of 10.
Yeah, and then the audience for IMDb gave it 7.2 out of 10, so lower than you guys said.
Yeah.
And then the Rotten Tomato audience gave it a 93%, so there's a little bit of a contrast.
Let's be honest, the Rotten Tomatoes is the only one that really counts in this case, because that's the one that people always go to, the one they're checking for.
And even then, it's not like it's a rating on the quality of the movie. It's so like if it's a 9 out of 10 rating, it's 9 out of 10 critics like the movie.
Yeah.
It's not like based on the quality exactly.
And so then I averaged all these numbers I got together, and I got a 78% total. So that's about a pretty good estimate of what the movie overall was.
Which is like a C+, right?
Yeah, that's like a high C+, almost, I think, almost B-.
Yeah.
So,
So it gets a passing grade.
Alright, it gets a passing grade. And now we're moving on to the spoiler-filled review, where we'll break down our favorite parts and such. Alright.
We're already there?
Yeah, we just did
we
the
get the
spoiler. Yeah, now we're going into the spoilers.
I thought we were just having a normal conversation.
Alright. Now, any certain scenes you guys want to talk about? Certain scenes?
The first Taskmaster scene. It was really good.
Yep, I have that as one of my favorite moments.
She looked really cool doing like Captain America tricks and shit like that.
Oh yeah, with the shields. That was pretty dope.
It was a little sad that she only like did like 2, maybe 3 Avenger abilities.
Yeah, she did. I'm just gonna say Taskmaster because that's what I prefer to say.
Uh-huh.
Taskmaster did Black Panther.
Oh yeah, Black Panther.
Bucky. Captain America, obviously.
Obviously, yep.
What else was there?
Hawkeye.
Did?
Yes, Hawkeye.
Oh yeah, yeah, the arrow. Yeah, that wasn't even in the trailer too. So I didn't think that.
Did you forget?
Yeah.
I don't even remember what you're talking about with the Winter Soldier one.
You didn't see? He did the knife flip and everything. He did. Remember in the Captain America and Winter Soldier when they were having a fight?
Winter Soldier.
Oh,
yeah, of course. And remember that cool fight scene on the bridge or wherever where he did the whole knife flip?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Taskmaster did that exact same move in the movie.
I feel like if they had kept her as a villain, she would have been an Avengers level threat.
She is, but you don't know what I hate? Like, okay, so Marvel. I know Marvel has all these universes, so in a separate universe, they might have a Taskmaster that's this version of it. But from the version that I know, Taskmaster, first of all, is not a woman, and they destroy Taskmaster in this movie by making everything that is Taskmaster into one helmet that you just upload everything into. So
it's not even the character that has the powers; it's the technology.
It's technology that makes Taskmaster in this movie, and that bothers me. But don't get me wrong, they still did everything cool. I loved Taskmaster in this movie, even though that was the biggest flaw for Taskmaster in this.
I didn't know what to think about the outfit itself, because
the Taskmaster outfit.
Yeah, like the hood. Sometimes it looks cool, and sometimes it doesn't.
Like at the start of the movie, where it's very dark.
And Taskmaster looks kind of like
she looks like a Call of Duty skin.
Yeah, but she also reminds me of the Jaeger, the first Jaeger in Pacific Rim.
Yeah, I can see it. Because the
blue and orange, the color scheme,
and the visor.
Yeah, that too. I guess she also kind of looks like RoboCop. The color scheme, no, but I mean the visor.
I guess, yeah. Okay.
I want to talk about towards the opening scene where Black Widow gets taken into the Red Room program. I think that was really creepy, like it's supposed to be. So I think in that sense it was done. But like you were saying, the song kind of
smells like Teen Spirit.
Yeah, it smells like Teen Spirit. Cover version kind of threw it off.
I said that it sounded like a CW cover for like Arrow or something like that.
Or you guys may not like it, but I generally was mesmerized by it.
Mesmerized?
I was like, the scene was good. I love this.
I was blown away by it.
But I just don't like the song.
It had me glued to it.
I like Nirvana's version, but this cover I didn't.
I could not.
It was a little too slow. Then again, I guess it makes sense.
It is a PG-13 movie, so they couldn't get too extreme, but it was still creepy, and I still enjoyed it.
I loved everything about it. I don't know how to explain it, honestly. It's just
just that much I love it.
Yeah,
like you said, mesmerized,
cool. All right,
stupefied.
Shut the hell up.
And the scene where Widow was able to break the programming of the other Widow that was hunting her down. You guys remember that? It was like the first battle when they were in her and her sister met. They were being raided.
Yeah.
That fight scene was so good.
It was a good fight scene. And then
between the sister and
the sister's fight scene.
It was a good fight scene.
Them throwing themselves on
using
the counter.
Using all the household shit to fight
Drive
each other.
themselves through cupboards and stuff.
I feel they did too much of this.
Too much.
The context was weird because I thought that maybe Natasha didn't know that it was her sister, but then once they talked to each other, like, hey, what's up with you?
I wasn't a huge fan of that fight scene. It was a okay fight scene. I was comparing to this comparison is gonna sound very off because the movies have nothing in common, but out of all the fight scenes I've seen, I'd rate that one not that high compared to Kingsman Kingsman
movie.
So Kingsman movies are really high, and not Black Panther.
Do you know they're making another one?
And Black Widow. Yeah, I saw that trailer.
And Kingsman.
And Black Widow, I rate that like a 6.
I've never seen a Kingsman movie.
So Kingsman is 10.
You can start with the new one.
Black
it's an
Widow,
origin movie.
And Black Widow is a 6 compared to it. For people who've seen Kingsman, I hope I get the feeling they'll be able to understand my comparison there.
I also like how they added the scene where Black Widow blows up the daughter because it kind of gives you an idea of the character, like what other messed up stuff has she done in the past before as a brainwashed spy or...
Yeah, I'm glad they went there.
Yeah, I was surprised they went there too. I'm like, whoa, this is a PG-13 movie. You're like talking about PTSD from
Well,
blowing
just
up a child.
Yeah, like showing like the moral ambiguity.
Yeah.
To be fair,
There's some deep.
to be
Or
fair,
trying to leave Roman
they did
life.
decapitate Thanos on
That's
on
true.
screen.
That's
So
He's a purple CGI
Yeah,
man.
they still cut his head off.
Still a purple CGI
That's still not a
man.
little. That's not a little child.
Yeah, that's not implying kid murder on
Fair enough.
screen.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I mean,
I doubt anyone sympathizes with Thanos.
It was a dark theme, and I'm glad they put it in there because it kind of makes you take the character seriously, even though everything else is kind of goofy in the movie.
Yeah, they did have a lot of funny scenes in the movie.
I did really like the intro because I don't remember if she ever like explained her origin in Avengers 1. Like if she ever talked about her family or whatever.
The only time I remember her talking about family is in Endgame. When they went to see the Red Skull to get the Soul Stone.
Oh yeah.
When he basically told Natasha her father's name.
Mm.
For a second, I
that's
thought,
basically the only time I remember.
for a second I thought they were like sleeper agents, but apparently they were just undercover.
Who?
What
What do you mean, who? The family?
Oh, okay. Well, you kind of said that after I said it. Like, who we're talking about?
They were fighting for their cause, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what was your guys' favorite moments in the movie?
All the Taskmaster scenes.
All the Taskmasters?
All of them?
Well, especially the first scene.
What about the final scene? Where the Black Widow convinces her to join.
No.
Dude, yeah, that was a little,
No.
a little too like every cookie.
They
cutter,
knew
like,
they couldn't beat him. They knew they couldn't beat Taskmaster.
Like
so
everything
they had to
got
do
resolved
something.
way too.
It's
too
like,
easily.
we run ourselves into kind of a.
We put some red fart gas in front of your face and we're fine.
The way I think they should have done it is Taskmaster should have gotten away and lived, or Taskmaster's still alive, obviously. And Taskmaster should have basically left the battle to fight another day.
Yeah, I don't think she should
Like
have
another
forgiven
day.
Natasha so easily, especially since she blew her up as a child.
Well, I mean, I don't think she would have held a grudge since she didn't even know the person.
True.
I don't know.
I'm pretty
I mean,
sure
they're a
she would
kid.
know, even if she was being brainwashed. I'm pretty sure she'll still have the memories of being told who did this to her. So I would not let that go so easily.
Yeah.
Probably years of rage and then just.
But I mean, I think there'd be way more like hate towards the dad since he's actively
After what he did to her,
doing
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. But to be fair, he was blown up, so
To be fair.
so she can't really hold a grudge against him anymore. He's already dead.
Oh, afterwards. Yeah.
Or your favorite scene?
Like I said, it was Taskmaster scene.
Oh yeah,
Very first one specifically.
My favorite scene, I think it was when they had the family reunion in the barn.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah.
They had it was funny, but they also had a touching scene with
The daughter.
the mom,
Oh, the
and
mom.
Natasha.
Yeah, the mom and even the father and the daughter started when they finally started to have a touching scene. The sister and the father. It's when they got raided, and I feel like that was cut way too short. Like they were finally gonna,
I didn't like that they gave like exposition to how they made their plans, like as the plan was happening.
Oh,
like
yeah.
when they switched faces, like, and then they just cut back to a flashback. I was like, oh, of course they're trying to trick us into making us believe that.
Yeah, but it did catch us by surprise with that.
Yeah, I like it better that way because every time I've seen a movie or show, whenever they explain the plan beforehand, it never goes according to plan.
Yeah, I mean, in this case, the plan actually worked.
Because it was happening.
Yeah, because had we known earlier, something was going to go wrong.
Yeah. So I like that way. It keeps it a mystery because then when the plan goes wrong, I'm like, that's kind of a cliche because it happens all the time. They explain the plan, then it goes wrong.
But what if they did it and it didn't go wrong?
That'd also be boring because you know what was going to happen.
I mean, I really like.
But you can still have the tension of knowing that they're
that it might go wrong.
Instead of just being like, oh, what's going on? Oh, this is happening? Okay.
To be fair, the plan did go wrong.
They're so smart that they knew
Oh,
all
Like when she tried to overwrite and turn off.
Oh, and they got locked into the room. Yeah.
So that did go wrong, but it was nothing too major because she just.
Yeah, it was more of a setback than a failure.
They literally just blew the engine up instead.
It's crazy that that grate even opened. Like they have all these crazy locked doors, and she just ripped off a piece of metal off a machine, and she just popped open
She's
a
like,
gate.
there we go.
Like, oh, all right. Why the fuck did they even bother with the doors?
All right. Any moments that you guys think should be cut?
Cut. You go first.
I can start it off if you guys have any. Some of the CGI looked a little rough. Like,
there was this one scene with the... Sorry to cut you off. There was this one scene where the Taskmaster was driving the Humvee, the truck.
That's what I have right here in my notes.
It like bumps into into the stairs on the way down, and it looks like it's just sliding around.
Yes, that's what I have in my notes. Yes, that's the scene that I was like, this is when I really noticed. I'm like, oof, that looks a little rough.
The only rough thing, just the vehicle in general,
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the entire vehicle was CGI. I don't think it was, but it just looked really fake because the first thing. Okay, so they're running away. And then all of a sudden you see a truck flying out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was like,
what?
It was like they just used the fade-in effect.
And then you basically see this tank barreling towards it. Like, what the hell? Like, that came out of nowhere. It went from 0 to 100 like that.
I also think some of the explosions looked a little rough towards the end of the movie. I don't know if it's because they had a lot of them going on.
Yeah, where they had to like mix in the actors with the CGI explosions so you could see how like the lighting is different.
Yeah, like you watch a Michael Bay film.
It's like, oh my god, explode.
And how every piece of debris just convenently conveniently missed every character.
Even the parachutes.
Yeah, some of the parachutes to get in.
I'm surprised about that. And you know what was also stupid? when Natasha and her sister were like going down on the parachutes. And then you just like these two random soldiers just kept shooting at them.
Oh, they didn't,
and they had no parachutes.
Oh yeah, they were just falling to their death. They're like, I'm gonna complete my mission.
Yeah, I don't care about my life.
To be fair, they're probably brainwashed.
But didn't they?
They looked like regular soldiers though, because they weren't widow agents.
You're probably right. Another thing is, didn't you notice how every explosion that happened? Natasha or one of the main characters were in front of that explosion, not turning around to see the explosion. Yeah. So it's like
it was like that classic.
Superheroes never look back at an explosion. Yeah. So they did that like 5 times in like the span of 10 minutes.
And another thing. It's not really like something that should be cut, but something that should be changed. Yeah, I think it would have been a lot better if it would have been rated R, because this Natasha doesn't have any powers, so she's using guns and other weaponry.
You know, that reminds me of that one scene where 2 Black Widow agents were fighting. And one of them like stabs the other one.
Oh yeah.
And then they twist the knife, and then they slash the whole.
And there's nothing.
Yeah, there's no blood. There aren't any guts that should be like spilling over.
It was such a brutal fight, and then we didn't get any payoff.
Yeah,
for
no,
it.
that was,
you just see like a little wet
blood on the t-shirt. Yeah.
And it was a dark t-shirt too, because they knew they couldn't get away with anything.
Yeah, in that case, it should have been rated R for.
I'm like, this is like a person with no powers, and everybody else has no powers. We should be able to see a little bit of blood, a little bit of gore.
Especially since she has such a dark history.
And the beginning of that Morocco scene was a girl like about to snipe some girl's head off. Yeah. I'm like, whoa, how are they gonna
show that? Yeah.
And then she just fucking leaves.
I was about to say, how did she even see the sniper from so far away? But then I remembered that she was actually a Black Widow agent herself, so she was probably trained to be able to.
Also towards the end of the movie, in the Red Room, where she's confronting the Mastermind, Black Widow's confronting Mastermind, all the other Widow agents come in, and then they like have a hook inserted to her, and they pull her back, and like,
where's the blood?
I thought
where's the blood?
I think it grabbed her like she had like a pack on her.
Okay,
like
grabbed her back. I thought it grabbed her shoulder, but even still, all the other punches and stuff they were throwing at her, she only got blood on her nose. In like a broken nose, like I like how they
she just went.
Yeah, I'm like, that's cool, but let's add a little bit more intensity to it.
Some spice.
Yeah, some spice.
What I'm trying to think of. That's that part where she was having a flashback with her mom, talking about the pheromones.
Oh yeah,
how to like
not smell him.
Yeah. That was so weird that like I assumed that they were gonna imply that they like did some surgery or something.
Yeah, right. They could have done something beforehand. Instead,
in the moment, she just went just slammed. She just knew that.
I feel like she could have used a less violent way.
Some nose plug or
to
something.
do all this, yeah.
Just pinch the nose and be like,
breathe out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Instead, yeah.
And I don't know why. What is the villain's name? It was like
Zurkov
or something.
Oh yeah,
something like that.
Villain's name. I don't remember.
He was so weird because he just I don't know why he didn't just kill Natasha right there. Then again, he did want to control her, I guess.
So, any overall in-depth thoughts you have? You can talk about spoilers here now. So, I can start it off. I definitely think, like I was saying earlier, I think it's one of the best standalone movies from Marvel in a while. Because all the action was great. There was a lot of comedy, and the chemistry between the characters was good. And I feel like that really helped me stay entertained in the movie, because I really liked the sister and the dad. They were like really funny characters.
I love the sister character.
Weren't you falling asleep in the theater?
No, I wasn't. Javier was just making that up.
Oh, okay.
And I would pay to watch it again. And in theaters, I wouldn't pay the $30 on Disney Plus.
No.
I think the wait was worth it, and I would definitely love to see more of the Red Guardian. I want to know, like, did he beat like a knockoff Captain America? Is that why he thinks he beat the real Cap? Or
I wish I could have seen him back in his heyday.
Yeah.
And is he as old as Captain America as well?
Right.
Because he says he knew him back in the day, obviously. So,
but
is he?
He was just lying, I think, because he wasn't encased in ice. I think.
Yeah, he's not that old, so
that would make sense. Unless his serum makes him.
Because one of the prison mates called him out.
Yeah,
and then
that's why I'm thinking maybe he fought like a fake Captain America.
Oh, like
maybe a super soldier gone wrong or something.
Oh, no, that would still not make sense. Because I was gonna say, oh, you know, like the Red Skull. That would be just
And I would love to see more of Yelena, the sister, in Marvel stuff. And my fiance mate told me she might be in the Hawkeye series.
That's what I said.
He mentioned that, yeah.
Because I didn't finish Captain.
Falcon
and the Winter Soldier.
But
I mean, he is the Captain America now, so it's not wrong.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus is in it. It's of Seinfeld fame.
Oh yeah, Elaine.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I didn't know that character was in that show, so when that after credit scene happened, I was confused.
It's like, whoa, it's Elaine from Seinfeld.
Just a little dance with the little kicks.
I also believe Yelena is going to be a new Black Widow, because she does take up the mantle.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I mean, I like her way better
a new generation
than
of Avengers.
I like her way better than ScarJo.
I don't know. I like ScarJo.
Yeah. She has way more of a
ScarJo
personality.
was good, but I feel like Yelena carried this movie. Because ScarJo did all the good action scenes, but I was looking forward to seeing more Yelena. Like, she was funny. She
has more personality.
She needs her own standalone.
She's just as skilled at fighting, and she's not afraid to die.
I mean, she has a jacket with a lot of pockets.
Yeah, she has a jacket with a lot.
No, she doesn't.
Oh,
no, she gave it up.
Yeah.
She took it to the grave.
Yeah. I made the joke saying, wait till she discovers cargo shorts.
So, has you guys' final ratings changed?
Nope, 8.
No, still 8, yeah.
Mine's still 9, alright. And I definitely recommend this for people to still watch. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. It's a good movie. Now I've got some online reviews. So this one's from IMDb Audience. And it's a little bit long, so I'm going to get through it. They rated it a 5 out of 10. I took the usernames off because, I didn't ask for permission from anyone. 5 out of 10. Black Widow has a very strong first half, then is completely derailed. Feel free to stop me at any point.
Okay.
The villain was barely in the movie and was a complete waste. As a female, I love Black
I
Widow.
wonder what villain they're implying, if they're implying Taskmaster.
Oh, yeah, they didn't specify Taskmaster or the Mastermind.
I mean, I do feel that Taskmaster was like severely underused in the movie. Because in the first half, it seemed like he was gonna just chase them down everywhere they went, kind of like Mr. X and
he had a very good intro.
But then that didn't happen.
As a female, I love Black Widow. I'm so excited to see this film. Natasha has always been my favorite superhero in the comics and in the MCU. I've seen every Marvel movie in the cinemas and was literally bouncing off my seat waiting for it to start. We was also so thrilled for this movie to have a female director, finally. But let me tell you.
Oh, it was directed by a female?
Yeah. In all honesty, I was so disappointed with this movie. And this is coming from someone who's anxiously waiting for a Black Widow movie. Way less action-packed than the other MCU movies, and the CGI was just meh. The plot is so predictable and sloppy, very flat storytelling. The last act doesn't feel like something the MCU movie would have, considering how popular and good other MCU movies were.
I disagree with the action, but I think it was pretty good in the
action. Yeah, they had a lot of action.
I mean, there's some MCU scenes where it's just like a big beam shooting at each other. And
I mean, there's no superpowers. I mean, that's how it's different, but it's still really good.
Yeah, like there was some really cool like gun tricks and CQC where like they have to maneuver themselves to like drop their gun into their hand, into their other hand and stuff.
Yeah, I think it was really nice.
And use their environment to...
Yeah, very tactical. Like, they would clear a room every time they would go in. Very tactical thing
like
to do.
That scene where Yelena, like, propped open the door and it knocked out the motorcyclist that was coming towards them.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
And then Taskmaster comes rolling through.
With the lousy CGI. The last act doesn't even feel like... Oh, I already read that part. This movie could have been so much better, like the insane opening sequence seemed to imply. However, I love the comedic and the family moments in the film.
The family.
Oh, okay. Those got some good reactions out of me. This movie doesn't even feel like a final send-off of Natasha Romanoff, or even in close attempts to complete Romanoff's story arc. Florence Pugh, who played, or Pugh, I don't know how to say the name, who played Yolanda, and David Harbour, who played the Red Guardian, give stellar performances in this movie. At some time without Marvel movies, this movie is just more of just escapist popcorn fun, and that's all. With all this in mind, the movie did at least make me happy in waiting to watch more of Yelena's amazing feature performances in the MCU. I am so excited to see Yelena in the future. Pugh definitely gained a fan. I hope everyone has a safe and fun experience with finally being able to go back to the cinemas.
Vaccinated.
Vaccinated.
I can have all the fun I want.
So yeah, don't completely agree with this.
Not fully either.
But I do agree that with the good moments that she mentioned. And then this is a Metacritic review who gave it an 80 out of 10. It shouldn't really have taken 11 years for the Widow to get her own standalone adventure. But thanks to some zesty new characters, dynamics, and smart twists, Marvel have finally done her right. Marvel has finally done it right.
I mean, Hawkeye and Black Widow were always kind of... Well, it used to be Vision. I used to actively dislike Vision.
And then I watched Vision.
Yeah, I really like Vision. But like Black Widow, she's never been all that interesting to me because I mean, with bigger threats, I just assumed like she wouldn't have much to do.
Mm-hmm. I see what
are you gonna do? Dropkick Thanos?
Maybe. Rotten Tomato audience review, 3.5 out of 5. Not bad. CGI is faulty in the third act, but most of the movie is good. A bit too much dialogue, in my opinion. It's got a lot of action. I don't see how there's too much dialogue.
There was a lot, but I mean, it wasn't to the point where...
It was happening while the action was happening, too.
You shouldn't...
I mean, that scene where Black Widow was talking to... I don't know, Chekhov, whatever his name was. That scene ran kind of long to me.
Yeah.
There was a lot of points where it looked like they were just stalling.
Oh, to make time.
Yeah.
Towards the end there, they kind of were stalling to make some time for her to get into the control room. So
True. I guess that makes sense.
But like they were saying a lot of words that didn't really carry much meaning. It was just kind of like saying, you can't hurt me.
It was small
that's
talk.
a spy movie for you.
And then he acts like a little baby, like a little piss baby when she talks shit to him.
Oh yeah, he's like, shut up!
Yeah.
You could see his insecurities.
Yeah. Which is weird for a mastermind criminal.
Well, maybe that's why he created this, because he felt like he was powerless, and then he did this to try to prove to someone that he had all this power.
That does seem to be the case. So this is a Rotten Tomatoes critic review. They certified it as fresh. The film put flesh on the bones of the character in a way that hadn't been done before. I enjoyed it, and I wasn't bored, though I was baffled by the accents.
Why? Also, I changed my rating. It's a 2.
What?
Because the red room wasn't all that red.
Oh my god. True though, there wasn't much right in the red.
I didn't know what room was supposed to be the red room.
I'm assuming...
Also, how'd they survive being up in the sky all that long without anyone detecting them?
I think it's because they had a cloud cloaking device. Cause
they said they were too far above the radar is their reason.
Yeah, that's what I said when they said they were too above the radar. I was like, so they're literally too far above the radar.
They're out in the stratosphere.
So they meant it in a literal sense.
So now for Act 3, where we discuss any content that we've seen this week and we want to discuss here.
Fast 9.
Yeah, we can start with that. What did you think of Fast 9?
I enjoyed it. Honestly.
Without spoilers, obviously.
Yeah, this is
I enjoyed it. Obviously, there's only like a few things that you really need to pay attention to while watching the movie to understand what's going on and follow it to the 10th movie when that comes out. I like that John Cena was in it. He was pretty good. I like that he's in general.
Doesn't he play Dom's brother?
Yeah. But I'm enjoying the fact that he's getting out there.
I think they're half brothers.
I'm enjoying that he's getting out there and to the movie industry more and more now.
John Cena?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been. I remember.
Yeah, but he's getting into
wasn't his first
films.
movie The Marine?
I don't know, but all I know is he's getting into the bigger movies now. He's getting into like the bigger feature films like this one.
He made it. He's in Fast 9.
What do you mean?
Suicide Squad now.
Bro, Shane the movie? He was in that?
Come on now.
He was in Fred the movie.
Oh, Fred.
Fred movie. That doesn't count, dude.
The Fred movie.
He's Fred's dad.
Why did I say Shane?
He's actually in 2 of the Fred movies.
Yeah.
He's in the Fred movie.
I know he is.
He peaked there.
Isn't that where he started?
No, like I told you, he started in the
He started
Marine.
on WWE.
Yeah, he
on,
is
that
an
doesn't
actor.
count.
What? He's an actor.
That doesn't count.
He's an actor.
WWE does not count.
His gimmick comes from there.
You can't see me. Alright, have you seen...
His name is John Cena because...
Nah, all I get
See?
is... Nah. Don't see him. I can't... Never put that together. Have you seen Fear Street? 1994?
No, I heard it was really good.
Oh, the new Netflix movie?
The part 1, yep.
Yeah, I saw that.
I haven't seen it, but I heard it's good.
Alright, I'll give a summary of it. It was released July 2nd of 2021 and it is rated R. So the plot. A circle of teenage friends accidentally encountered the ancient evil responsible for a series of brutal murders that have plagued their town for over 300 years. Welcome to Shady Side.
Is it like Freddy Krueger?
It's directed by Lee Janiak, starring Kiana Madeira and Olivia Scott Welch. And I rated it a 6 out of 10 because it's supposed to be like kind of like a witch's curse movie. So a witch brings like these undead killers into their...
Think Goosebumps, but with actual consequences.
Yeah, because this is based on the R.L. Stine books, who R.L. Stine wrote Goosebumps. So this is...
Yes. Goosebumps was the actual
The
consequence.
same author who wrote Goosebumps, they're basing this movie off.
That part I didn't actually know though, so that was a cool thing.
I never read the Fear Street books, so I don't know how good it is compared to that. But honestly, the movie was entertaining, but I think it was a little badly written.
To me, it was the actors.
The actors?
Yeah, I did not like the actors. I understand that they're using. I don't know how new these guys are to acting in the movie, but I've never seen them in any movie before, so this is my first time seeing them. My first time seeing them act in general, and I was not impressed.
You didn't
by
like
their
the
acting.
performance?
Yeah, I did not like the performance very much.
To me, it was more the characters themselves because they gloss over a lot of details and they're kind of dumb, to be honest.
Well, I mean, aren't most like early '80s horror protagonists, aren't they like kind of supposed to be dumb?
The main character in this one
is the 90s.
The main character,
'90s.
The main character in this one, though, did you get the vibe that she was crazy and like possessive?
Yeah, she was very compulsive.
Like especially when it came to rejections.
She was very attached. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it was her first like high school sweetheart. So maybe
I don't know. All I know is she gave off a very crazy vibe.
Yeah, she was very clingy. That's the word.
Was it
like stab you in your sleep crazy?
Well, was it interesting at least?
Yes, I'm definitely gonna watch the other ones.
Yep, I think the new one came out already.
Yeah, the new one probably came out I think yesterday.
Okay, so I gotta watch that too. I want to watch it.
I haven't watched it. Might watch it though.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Although I don't believe that I don't believe they're all based with the same characters because the next
it's
one
like an anthology series.
Yeah, it's an anthology series, but I believe the next one's like 1970 something or.
Yeah, the next one. Do you know when the next Fear Street movie takes place? Because they all take place in a separate timeline.
Yeah. Which
makes me think, is the first one the last one? Because it's the most recent year? Because then it just goes back in time.
What?
78? 1978.
And this one was
Wait,
what?
so
1990.
Timeline or just like time?
1994. Yeah, because this one's 1994 and the new one is 1978. And then the one before it is 60.
But you just mean it's just like the same timeline.
Yeah,
they're
all
different
the
points in time.
Yeah,
Okay.
yep, all the movies are connected because the witch's curse goes on from generation to generation.
Okay. You said media that we've seen this week?
Yeah.
I saw Luca.
Luca? Oh, Luca the animated movie. What did you think?
It was alright. I mean,
plot was very simple.
I didn't like the ending.
For a Pixar movie, the plot was very simple.
Did anyone like the ending?
I didn't like
Everyone I've spoken to did not like the ending.
I'm not going to bother with the movie. I saw when Eddie was watching the movie, I saw clips from that, and I just not interested at all. Like,
I think it wrapped up way too nicely.
I mean, it's Pixar, so it's beautifully animated, but it doesn't have the Pixar plot that I'm used to. Because it's always like an elaborate adventure. In this
Pixar plots aren't always hits too, though. Like Cars.
Cars was good.
Cars 2.
Okay,
Cars 2 and The Good Dinosaur.
The Good Dinosaur, yeah.
Are the two that I don't really enjoy.
Worst movie, Wall-E. I'm kidding.
Wall-E,
I'm kidding.
He better be.
Wow, hot take.
No, I'm kidding.
Alright, so let me put you guys on a movie. It's called First Date. I saw it this week on Wednesday. It was released July 2nd of 2021. It's not rated. The plot. After being conned into buying a shady 65 Chrysler, Mike's first date plans with the girl next door, Kelsey, implode as he finds himself targeted by criminal, cops, and crazy cat lady.
What year does
they
this
got
movie
me sold
take
on
place
crazy
in?
cat lady. So
This year.
Is that
No, but what year does the movie take place?
The movie takes place this year. So
oh, really?
Yeah, so it's directed by Manuel Crosby and Darren Knapp. It's starring Tyson Brown and Shelby DeClose. And I honestly rate an 8 out of 10 because it was enjoyable. It had a lot of shootout scenes, a lot of high-stakes tensions moments, a lot of twists. And honestly, I had a lot of fun with it. It's a low-budget movie. So
Is it kind of like Baby Driver?
They're not. He's not a skilled driver. So the plot is the boyfriend wants to go on a date with the girl next door,
Okay.
but he doesn't have a car.
Oh.
So he's like, Because he finally gets the nerve to ask her out, and she agrees.
And just making sure the movie in universe takes place in 2021.
Yes,
Okay.
the movie takes place in 2021. So he's like, "What am I gonna do?" And then his friend's like, "Well, there's this car for like $1,000 that's from 1965."
I think a lot of like, what is it, like remodel, like car guys would probably drool over getting $1,000.
My guess
Priceless.
is the cars are related to the crime syndicate.
I don't-
This is my.
I don't want to give it away, but
Yeah,
yes, you're right.
it's involved with the crime. The only thing
It's kind of like a stolen car. So.
The only thing that's getting me confused is the crazy cat lady. Why is she chasing them? That's
why you
what's
gotta
got me
watch
hooked
it. It's
right now.
really
It's
good.
like Madagascar 2.
I didn't expect it to be so good. It's a low budget movie. They didn't get much advertising.
It's
Doesn't
like
have
Madagascar 2. You don't remember the old lady who chases down
They're not
Alex
chasing them. She
Lion?
just happens to be there at the time.
She hunts them down.
Oh, that's Madagascar 3.
No, it's Madagascar 2. They're in Africa, and she's with the tourist.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the what's her name? The
Nope.
Madame Dubois.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
the third one, isn't
Yeah. She's the one who chases them
She's
down.
basically Taskmaster.
Yeah, pretty much.
it? But better because she doesn't.
Yeah.
she is.
Because they don't
She
kill
doesn't
her.
change her side.
Yeah, she
stays
goes all the
evil.
way.
And she's in the movie more.
All right, and another thing I saw this week: Monsters at Work. You guys seen it yet? The new
No.
Monsters Inc. series.
What?
It's a new Monsters Inc. series on
I didn't
Disney
know
Plus. Monsters at Work. So, you can stream the series on Disney Plus. It was released July 7th of 2021. So the plot at Monsters Inc. The series takes place 6 months after the Monsters Inc. film, the original one, about the monsters getting their energy from children's laughter instead of screams. And it stars Ben Feldman and Mindy Kaling.
Ooh, I like Mindy Kaling.
I don't
Yeah.
know who that is.
She's Kelly from The Office, if you've ever seen The
Nope.
Office.
He doesn't watch sitcoms.
I'm sorry, I watch good TV.
Shut up.
We also get to see Mike Sully and the rest of the crew
Mike
in it for a little
Wazowski.
bit. So they actually do reprise their roles. And basically, yeah, it takes place like, oh my gosh, we got to make kids laugh. What are we going to do now? And the plot is they have this new graduate from like the Scary University who got hired in the day before they switched to laughing.
Oh no.
So now he's like, what am I going to do? I can't scare. I'm the top scarer of my class. And now I can't scare
I'm
people.
actually really hyped to see this.
I still don't know if I'm gonna watch it, honestly.
I was pretty underwhelmed with Monsters University.
I enjoyed
They do-
a few scenes of Monster University.
Yeah, they show that briefly because he's like
It was
gets
too.
the
It
letter
was
there.
too much like an extremely goofy movie to me.
My favorite scene in Monsters University is when they scare the crap out of the cops.
Oh yeah, in
that's-
real life when they go in the
yeah,
real world,
That was
that's
really
awesome.
nice, yeah.
Yeah, so definitely give this a watch. I think it has a slow start. I haven't seen the second episode yet. There's 2 episodes right now, and but I think it has a lot of potential. I'm excited to see what more.
I have a question for you. How do you feel about them releasing episode by episode? Unlike Netflix,
I'm
it just
fine.
releases the entire series off. In
It gives me something to watch every week.
I mean, sometimes you don't want to binge a show.
Yeah, because like
There's so much media out there that I
Look,
mean,
I'm
there's
busy,
almost
like,
never any time.
we're all busy working, and so like when I go on Twitter, I don't want to see spoilers for a complete season. Like,
Okay,
oh my
yeah.
god, did you guys see when blah 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 happened? I like it better when it's week by week because then I can time when to go on Twitter. I'm like, I haven't seen the episode. I'm not gonna check Twitter today.
Though, yeah, sometimes my Twitter feed gets too it's like overflowing with a recap or talking about the episode that I haven't watched.
Yeah.
So then I feel like I need to catch up,
Yeah.
or I just ignore Twitter.
One thing I'm surprised about is how little spoilers I'm seeing about Loki.
Oh yeah.
Because I've only
Me
seen
too.
episode 1,
It's
and
weird.
I'm not seeing very many spoilers at all.
It's
in that
weird. I
episode.
haven't either.
I saw like a couple memes where it's Loki as like video game characters. He's like Sans.
Oh, I seen that one. I know what you're talking about. It's
Yeah.
because hot fictional characters that they want to ship or something like that.
Well, I thought it was because he like turns into them or something.
Oh, he could.
Because he seems to be it seems to be Doctor Who, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Loki's like American Doctor Who.
Yeah, we talked about that in person.
he's in that character from Fortnite, Loki.
Oh my god.
Because Loki's in Fortnite right now. I got this kid.
Oh, no.
Of course you do.
His big ass horns kind of block the shots.
Any other content you guys want to talk about that you've seen?
I watched Odd Taxi. It's a good anime about animal people in
I think I watched a movie
in
recently.
Tokyo.
Ooh.
And it's
shit.
low battery.
Oh, alright, we're still rolling.
And we're back.
Alright, let me see here. Yeah, 1978 is out right now. Fear Street. Where's the movie?
Oh, I'm professional.
Hey,
bro, my power is low. I got 20%.
Where is it?
Come on.
Alright, now let's roll the credits. Alright, so you guys have any recommendations for viewers to watch anything?
Watch Odd Taxi.
Watch Odd Taxi?
It's a good thriller crime mystery involving a walrus who is a taxi driver.
I like it already.
Watch Tusk.
Oh my god, that movie.
That movie's garbage. Isn't Hardy from Epic Mealtime in that movie?
I'm not sure. I think so. Yeah.
But
It's not a good
couldn't
movie.
get through
Just
it.
watch it. No.
So, I ran out of time, guys. But make sure to be on the lookout next week. Hopefully, we'll have much better audio and video quality. We're still working out the technical difficulties, but definitely check out next week's episode. Like this episode if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below on what your favorite Black Widow scene was. And subscribe if you're new to the channel. As always, stay woke, sleepers. Peace!